Hey guys, Richard here. In this episode of eBike Reviews and Adventures, we're going to be taking a closer look at the Velotric Triker. Now this is Velotric's first e-trike, and I tell you what, they knocked it out of the park, so stick around and watch the video. Now guys, I can easily say this is probably the best e-trike on the market for seniors, and that's for a couple of reasons. You've got comfort in mind, you've got stability, you've got speed control. All these are factors that need to be considered, and it makes just an amazing ride, and I think seniors are going to love it. Let's take a closer look at some of the components. Down here we have a 750 watt Velotric branded motor. It's super quiet, lots of torque, and in fact it can put out 90 Newton meters of torque, and if you're not sure what that means, it just means it's powerful. It's going to get you up the hills without any trouble. Right here we have a Velotric branded 17.6, I believe it was, amp hour battery, and plenty of juice to get you down the road. Up here in the front we do have a K-Rad branded tire. I'm not real familiar with the brand, but I like the fact that they're puncture resistant. This is more of a street style tread, well, kind of a hybrid, because it's not the typical knobby tires that you see for off-roading, but yet it does give you some really good traction by the way this is designed. But I would call it more of a street tire or hybrid tire. Looks great, sounds great going down the road. Up here we have an LED headlight with 500 lumens of light, which is going to illuminate the dark really well for you. We do have adjustable forks on the front. Moving up, we have the handlebar stem that does fold down to make it easy for transporting this trike. Not only that, but up here in the front, you can adjust the position of the handlebars. All you have to do is loosen up the screw on this side, and it allows you to change the position of these handlebars, so you can have them leaning forward, you can have them standing straight up, or you can lean them completely back, and that's going to bring them closer to you in case you're unable to reach so far in front of you. So that's just one of the great features that makes this great for seniors, because it can be a comfortable ride. You can adjust the position there. Since we're talking about adjusting position, this is the first time I've seen a trike that has a saddle that has a backrest that is adjustable. This is the first for me. I have not seen this on any other trikes to date, and that is this backrest right here. You can adjust it underneath. I'll show you what that looks like, and I'll tell you why that's important. But underneath here, all you do is loosen up these screws right here, and you can slide the backrest closer or get it further away from you. And why that's important, if you happen to be someone who's a little bigger around the midsection like I am, traditional backrests, they sit really close to the seat. So when you sit down on it, it's actually pushing you forward, and it makes you feel like you're falling off the front of the seat. But with this, you can adjust it further back, allows you to sit more squarely on the seat so you don't feel like you're falling off the front, and it just makes for a very comfortable ride. And Velotric did a great job with that. And the Velotric Triker does have a 7-speed gear set back here, which makes it nice so you can adjust the tension on your pedals. So when you're going up a hill, you can put it down on the low gear. If you want to go fast, you can put it up in a high gear. Moving around back here, another reason I really like Velotric is they have really good accessories. The seat being one of them, but they also provide a really nice bag for the basket back here. You see I have a camera in there already. It's padded, it's got a nice zipper, it's a really good material. And you know what? That's important, because a lot of companies, they just give you the basket with these big gaping holes and things will fall out. They don't do that. They give you the bag that's going to actually contain your contents. Moving around here, I didn't mention before, but these are 20 by 3 inch tires. We have metal fenders. They're attached well so they don't vibrate and rattle. Up here on the main frame, you can see what it looks like. This is a folding trike, and we've got 2 connection points here for water bottles or other accessories that you may want to attach. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the cockpit area. Starting over here on the left, this is probably my least favorite part of the whole bike, and that's these little convex mirrors. They work well. I just don't care for the round shape, and yeah, I have another style mirror that I prefer, but you know what? They work very well, so that's all that matters. We do have a comfortable grip here with a little bit of a palm rest. We have hydraulic brakes, and each brake handle has its own brake lever, parking brake that you can engage. Easy to engage, just squeeze it, pull back on the parking brake, and it engages. Pull again, and it releases. Real nice there. We have a left-handed thumb throttle. We have a button pad right here. The power button is up on top. You've got left and right blinkers with an audible noise, so it tells you if you forget to leave it on. We have a mode button that allows us to bounce between all of our you know, odometers and the calories that you're burning and your total time that you spent on the road and your distance and all that good stuff. And then we have the up and down pass buttons right here. The headlight button is attached to the plus sign, so you just press and hold it. The front headlight comes on. It has a walk mode, and all you do is press and hold down on the minus or the down button, and that walk mode will engage. And underneath here, you do have a very loud horn. Woo! That's ear piercing. I think the horn could be turned down just a little bit. There's more we're going to show you about that when we get up to the riding portion of the video, because there's some things you can edit and change in here. Let's take a look at the display. It's a Velotric branded display, really super nice, nice and clean. It tells you if your headlight is on. It tells you the horn button. It gives you an indicator that you press the horn. It gives you your miles per hour. It gives you your pass level. It also tells you if you're in torque mode or cadence sensor mode. Spoiler alert, this trike is equipped with both sensors, okay? And that's been a dilemma that a lot of people have had for a long time. Do I want an e-bike or an e-trike that has a torque sensor, or do I want one that has a cadence sensor, or what's the difference? Because I don't understand, and it's confusing for a lot of people. And Velotric built it into this trike. You have both, so you get to decide how you want to ride. Moving on over here to the right side, like I said before, we do have a 7-speed, and you have what's called the finger shifter. So you push down with your thumb and it lowers your gear, or you pull with your finger, the trigger up here, and it allows you to go up into a higher gear. We have a bell, which is real easy and convenient to get to. Honestly, I like the bell over the horn. The horn, I think, will give somebody a heart attack. This is really nice. Again, hydraulic brakes with the parking brake, easy to engage right there on the right. All right, so that's it for this portion of the video. Now we're going to take it on the road. I'm going to show you how it performs. I'm going to go through some of the display settings and some adjustments that you can make to make it a more comfortable ride for you. We're going to demonstrate the stability of this trike by cutting some donuts. We're going to show you what that looks like. And yeah, in the end, we're going to see if you agree with me that this is the best trike for seniors. So here we go. All right, guys, we'll demonstrate more in just a moment, but this trike has a beginner mode. And the beginner mode allows you to ride just a little bit slower. And currently we're in the beginner mode. But we're right now just in pedal assist 1. And we're out here doing about 4.5 miles per hour. And you can see that the wheels are staying on the ground. Everything's looking good, right? Now I am having a counterbalance. You'll see that I'm leaning a little bit inside the circle just to shift my weight a little bit to make sure the wheels don't come off the ground. But overall, the trike is built well. And I'd say it's pretty stable. It is stable, more stable than most. But again, you got to learn to do that counterbalance. All right, so let's get going. So because we're in beginner mode, you're going to find that the trike goes really slow. I'm going to do throttle only here. We're in pedal assist 1, and it only goes up to almost 6 miles per hour. I'm just going to bump it on up to, say, pedal assist 3. That's as far as it goes. Pedal assist 3 is as far as it'll go. It even tells you down here that you're in beginner mode. So now we're limited to 8 miles an hour. So if you're someone with a little less confidence and you're a little unsure, know that with this beginner mode, you're not going to go super fast. You're just going to go nice and slow so you can get comfortable with the bike, learn how to operate it. And that's one of the great features that makes this perfect for seniors, because yeah, it gives you a chance to just learn and figure things out before you go zipping down the road. Let's turn around here. Yeah, just nice and easy. All right, but because I like to go fast, we're gonna change things up here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the mode button, which is the small button right here. This is the button that changes between your calories spent, your odometer, your trip miles, and all that good stuff, okay? But if you press and hold it, it's gonna get you into the menu. There we go. And right there at the very top, you can see that we're in beginner mode. Now to select that, we're going to hit the mode button again, and it says that it's on. So if we switch it to off, hit the M button again to save it, you're going to get this confirmation message saying, hey, just be aware, you're turning it off. We want to confirm, so we'll move it to confirm, save again. Now beginner mode is off. We're going to go down to speed limit. We're going to select that. And here we can adjust the speed limit. We can adjust it for pedal and also for our throttle. So you got different options there. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the pedal. You do that by selecting the blinker buttons up here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it up to the maximum, 20. I'm going to save it by hitting the M button. Success. I'm going to move down to the next one. I'm going to change my throttle also because I want my throttle to go full speed. That's how I prefer to ride. So I'm going to select it with my mode button. Actually, sorry. We're going to go ahead and adjust it by hitting the right blinker button to raise those numbers up to 20. Hit the mode button again to save it. It's saved. And then we're going to back out to the main menu. Here's where you can swap your sensor. So from right here, you press the mode button. And right now it's in torque sensor, which I prefer. But if you like cadence, you just got to hit the button, swap it to cadence, save it, get back out of the menu again. So we're just going to back out. I'm going to leave it there. You can clear your trip data if you want to zero that out. You can adjust the screen brightness. Rear light mode I haven't looked at. Let's take a look at that. So you can adjust how the rear light responds. Here it says that it's going to just regular riding, the light will stay steady, but if you hit the brakes, it's going to enhance, so it's going to glow brighter when you hit your brakes, which that sounds good enough for me. I think we're going to leave it right there. And then here you have auto light, so you can determine whether or not the lights automatically come on or if they stay off. You have auto power off. You can set it so it goes to sleep after 5 minutes. Everything's going to power down automatically, or you can adjust that to make it whatever you want. And here we have throttle limited. Do we want our throttle limited in torque mode or in cadence mode? No, I don't want my throttle limited, so I'm going to turn that feature off. Whoops. Turn that feature off. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to back out of there. Guys, those are the settings that you can go in here and set. And it really changes the performance of the bike, or I should say the trike. So just play around with that, see what seems to work best for you. I like super fast, so we're going to put it in torque POLULAR 5. We got really quick pick up and go. We're already at 16, 18, and there's 20. So if you want to go fast, you can. But if you want to go slow, you can. All you have to do is go through the menu and make those small adjustments. Some trikes don't like to go through the grass very well, but look, with a 90 Newton meters of torque, we are plowing through this thick, heavy grass without any problems. I wish I had hills, but I really don't have much of a hill to test it on, so I can't show you that. Let's just get cruising down the road because this is a super fun ride. And I tell you what, no doubt, it's one of the better trikes we've had on the channel, and I do think it's perfect for seniors. I think it's probably the best one that we've had on the channel for seniors. So I hope you take a serious look at it. At the time of this video, the MSRP was $23.99, but you know, a lot of these bike companies, they'll keep them on sale for extended periods, so take a look at that and see if there's a sale or if there's any kind of discounts available. If you follow my link down below, also use the discount code down below, you will save $60, so that does help. And I think Velotric, if I'm not mistaken, does offer various financing options, so you can finance this and have a low monthly payment in order to get this thing paid off. If you're thinking about a trike, this is the one to consider. Super good quality. Velotric is known for their quality, good customer service, and the features that this bike has is just outstanding. Just great features. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new here. If you have questions, drop them down below. Be looking for more content because we will be taking this out for more rides and bringing you more content with it. We'll see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.